Hello YouTube, I'm back. I got no followers. I decided to go to a wood forest, to a wood. There's people here. Today's video is going to be about, how do you call this? Family dynamics, I would say, in Western society. I might title the video just family dynamics, but it's definitely going to be about Western society. I might keep it short because it's raining outside and stuff, or find a dry spot, could be nice. I'll show you a tree where I like took many girls. What the fuck? I thought that tree had like it had an aura of beauty. That I did that with the idea of building a good dynamic. Okay, that's a good head in. But I wanted to create a dynamic that was healthy for us. For us, like in the end, we create things at first for ourselves. But if you have loved ones in your life, then you create that for the loved ones too. And the first thing I want to say is that I feel like in Western society, family dynamics are the family dynamics are terrible in the Western society. There are, like, let's say the word dynamics is like a differentiating thing. So like in one family it's all gonna be fine, the next family is all gonna be chaos and turmoil. But in the end, we gotta see where this shit is coming from. Like, I feel like at some point in Western societies, divorce rates are going up. I've written down in a quote, in a comment, like up. Honestly, I think there's countries where like the patriarchy and communism, they rule there. But there's one thing that they don't forget there, and that is that they have to have, okay, it's being forgotten everywhere, of course, in the world, but at least like in the communist countries, I'm not a communist, by the way, I'm a nothing. But the communists are like, it's almost like they have in their society written in a fucking rule book that you have to appreciate your family. And you have to do everything for family, because in the end, family is all you got, right? Like, believe me, the Islams believe the same. I bet that in all religions, wait, I'm gonna do it like this because it's raining too hard. But in all religions, they appreciate family dynamics. They know that family dynamics is something to think of and know that you're this looks cooler. But they know that is something to appreciate and never forget that the appreciation for family should disappear. Like they will never let that happen. But in Western society, we did let that happen. And that is why we literally in 2024, we're not fucking saying relationships anymore, I noticed. But these days people be having situationships. And okay, if you're 15 years old, I understand you have a situationship because you cannot realize what a real relationship is gonna be like. But it's dry. But like you don't, I don't know what I said. Helicopter. Sorry, I have ADHD, so I get distracted a lot. But like they know it's not something you don't forget, right? You don't forget that family is the most important thing. And it's happening here. Like we forgetting, we be in situationships, and divorce is highest in Western societies. Okay, people could say like, yeah, what the fuck does that matter? But it matters because it will fucking hurt. How many divorces do you want to be in, right? Like 10, 12, 16, 20? Bro, your life is over, and how much fucking stress and chaos did that give you in the end? I bet a lot. Like for me already, like I'm having relationships. I'm trying to. There's this Russian fake mobster, which is actually a Finnish guy, but he talks about family dynamics as well. And basically he says, like in one of his videos, he says like, and I should not say this, but I'm gonna do it anyway. He says that the government, basically, the government and its structures, they don't want stable family dynamics because, of course, in the end, it's all about money. So what do they want? They want that money. Whoa, fuck. Okay, so like this gangster guy is talking about how the families are being sort of, a stable family is not being appreciated by the government. There is just, it's about appreciation. How much do you appreciate a healthy, stable life and family? Or do you want to have something else, right? Like if you go for riches, yeah, I understand you don't really care about a stable family because in the end it's all about you and how much money you make. But that's a choice, let's be honest, that's a choice. And I think we need to choose better. We need to choose more stable relationships. We need to fight for who we love, because if you don't do that, what the is life about, right? Like honestly, I believe that being there for loved ones is the thing you need to do. And honestly, I can still learn a lot from that, because I am not always there for my loved ones, and like my mom and my dad and my sister, but I try to always, it's not that I'm gonna run away or not be there. If they call me, I answer immediately. What the f? So actually I'm always there for them. I feel like the influence of government and outside forces, let's just call the government, instead of saying government, let's call it outside forces. Outside forces don't like stable relationships. I think personally, because people have a fucking certain amount of jealousy in them, and that jealousy makes that you don't want somebody else to experience a happy family if you don't have it. Something like that. So the public, the external forces, they don't want you to experience a happy relationship, and you need to be aware of that. You need to be aware of that and fight against that. Oh yeah, and I was talking about how this was for me happening. Like I feel like external forces have influenced my family thus far to sort of collapse. And I have been fucking thinking about it so much. Like this is the reason why I choose this topic, because my heart is fucking aching from realizing that external forces were strong enough to fucking tear up a family, and we are not torn up, but we are torn apart. And I feel like, for me, let's just say, if I have emotional issues, sorry if the camera lowers, but if I have emotional issues, I tend to want to talk about it. But a lot of my emotions and a lot of the things that I see are subjects that sort of are not like allowed to be discussed in our family. And for me, that was one of the reasons why I felt like I was being pulled away from my family, because I had no emotional outlet. At this point I realized that I am my emotional outlet, and if I want to talk to somebody about how I am feeling, I can always talk to myself. And it sounds weird, but like a healthy, stable family starts with one person that is stable in the mind, and that stays stable no matter fucking what. Like you realize that this world can throw some fucking curveballs at you, wherein your stability will fucking cease to exist. But even after that, you have to try and regain your stability back, or you will never find more stable people in your surroundings. You will even be able, honestly, I believe that if you are stable, you will be able to influence others to become more stable. And I think like how there is a chain reaction in people watching at each other's relationships with jealousy, there is also a chain reaction of people that are stable, strong, and create stability in others. And honestly, I'm gonna say one little thing. There is something in the world that is really like a top layer in the world wants you to be stable. Like, and honestly, they will search for individuals that are. I think. Let's just call it an energetic power that looks for stable people to make a stable collective stronger or something. Because in the end, what do we have as humans if we don't even have a stable collective ruling this planet? Peace. Peace to the world.